Hi everyone, welcome to Homestyling with Wendy. I'm Wendy, and today we're going to talk about creating tablescapes. Is when you decorate a larger table in your home, usually where you eat. So it would be a dining room, maybe a kitchen area, or it could be an island that you have in your kitchen. A tablescape has two basic areas. First, you have your centerpiece, which is in the middle of the table. And then you have your place settings, which go around the centerpiece. A centerpiece can consist of different accessories that you enjoy using on your table. Sometimes you want to use accessories that have to do with the holidays. Sometimes you want to use accessories that have to do with special occasions. Or use accessories that you just enjoy having in your home. Things like candles, candlesticks, florals, picks, dried flowers. Anything that you enjoy looking at is something that you can use in your centerpiece. The next part of your tablescape would be your place settings, and that has to do with your plates, your bowls, your silverware, your glasses, your napkins, and that depends on what you already have in your home, or if you like to go out and buy different accessories for your place settings, that would be great as well. When doing your tablescape, remember three important parts of it. The first one is the foundation, and that's going to be your table runner or your tablecloth or your place settings that you put down first. The second part of your tablescape would be the centerpiece, and that has to do with things like candles and candlesticks and florals and picks and things that bring color and texture to your table. And this can be anything from around your house, or if you choose to go out to one of the stores and buy extra accessories, that's great too. But remember, when you're developing a tablescape and you plan on keeping it intact when people are eating over, it can't be too high, it can't be too wide, otherwise you're obstructing the view of the people that are eating the dinner. I give you a little tip. I mean, you know me, I like big, and I go for big accessories. So when people do come over for dinner, I just remove most of my centerpiece from the table. The final part of your tablescape would be your placeware, and that has to do with your dishes, your bowls, your napkins, your silverware, and your glasses. And these are very important because they really give you a feel about what your tablescape is. And they just add another ambiance, another level to your table. Now that you have the basics of how to develop a tablescape, I'm going to take you around my house and show you 3 different tablescapes that I did to demonstrate some different ideas. I hope you get some inspiration and ideas from my tablescapes. The first tablescape I want to show you is actually in my kitchen, and I developed it on my island. So the first part of the tablescape I'd like to show you is the centerpiece. On the bottom, I have put a piece of driftwood, which I purchased at HomeGoods. I thought that gave it a nice rustic, earthy feel. And on top of that, I put a nice yellow piece of garland, which was actually from the Shea McGee collection. If we go up here, part of the centerpiece, of course, are my candle holders, which are a nice black color, which grounds the centerpiece itself. And on top, I have nice beige colored candles to go with the candle holders. So now let's look at our place settings. If we come down over here, I have used wine glasses, which are a little different. They have some polka dots on them and they're in different colors. You'll see as we go around. I did put a nice cute little coffee cup there as well. You can put any type of glassware on your tablescapes. Over here we have a nice maroon color plate, and I topped that with actually a fancier white dessert plate that has gold trim around it. And to give it a little diversity, I put a gray bowl on top, which is a nice earthy feel. And if we come over here, I want you to see the black forks and knives and spoons that I've used. Here I only put the forks in the vignette, but I just love the black feel. And then for the napkins, I just put regular paper napkins. In my other vignettes that I will show you, I did use cloth napkins. So on this tablescape, I have about 5 different place settings. I just want to point out that each one doesn't have to be the same. In this table setting, I put a different wine glass and it has some gold trim in it. And over here, the plate is a little bit different. It has lots of florals and colors in it. So I have this type of place setting in 3 of the seating areas, and then on the ends I have different place settings. And you know what? It all goes together and looks very nice. This is my second tablescape that I'd like to show you. Actually, this is the tablescape that I'm going to use for the Christmas holidays. And I went a little different this year. I didn't go with the basic green and red colors. I went with the plums and the golds. So let's start with our centerpiece first. I have my plum color angels with their gold wings. I have my candles and the candle holders, which are a nice gray neutral color. If we pan down, I also have my garland, which is a cocoa brownish color, which I think went really well with the earthy tones. And underneath that is my gray table runner, which was actually from Hearth and Hand. I wanted to add a little bit of greenery to these colors. So we have my little Christmas trees here, and they're in these pots that are very rustic looking. I have 1, I have 2 of those. And if you notice, I have multiples of everything in my centerpiece. 2 trees, 3 angels, 4 candles. I think that's very important that you use larger amounts of accessories when you're doing your centerpiece. It just flows down the table. So let's look at our place settings now. Very simple. All I have, and these are from Hearth and Hand, I have the regular dinner plate, I have the dessert plate, or you could also use it for hors d'oeuvres, and I have the bowl. And here we go with the cloth tablecloths. I really do like these, very simple, nothing complicated about them. You'll notice I did not put any glassware or silverware in this tablescape. I will when it's time to sit down and have dinner, but I keep this tablescape out from like the middle of November until after the holidays. So I don't want to put too many things on the table. This is our third and final tablescape that I have for you. Let me move out of the way. And first we'll look at the centerpiece area. This is a very informal tablescape. I started with green garland, some of the eucalyptus garland from the Hearth and Hand collection. And in each part of the garland, I do have larger white pillar candles. Over here is a nice yellow piece of the centerpiece, which I believe was from the Shea McGee collection, and it just adds a pop of color to the vignette. On either side of that, I have nice tall green topiaries because I like the different levels in my tablescape. And on this end, I do have a candle with the gray candle holder. And remember, you don't always have to be symmetrical. You can put things on the table that are not in pairs. So let's look at our place settings. Here I have these red place settings, which are actually from the holiday collection, but I feel like you can use them any time of year. The plates I purchased, many years ago, and I actually love them for the spring and the summer seasons. They're very, very colorful. Now, if we look at the water goblets, they're a nice gold color, and I've added the gold napkins, and I've just made them a little fancier in the goblets. So it's a very simple tablescape, and it's a very relaxed tablescape. And that is our last and final tablescape. Now I'm going to show you some final accessories that I did find at Hobby Lobby, Target, and HomeGoods that would help you in developing different types of tablescapes. Enjoyed our video today on how to decorate your tables for any occasion and the steps we use to make tablescapes. Next week, I hope you join us because as you see around me, we have our poinsettias for the Christmas holiday, and that's going to be our Christmas video on how I have decorated my home for the Christmas holidays. I'd like to leave you with this final thought. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Remember how lucky you are to have your family and your friends around you, and how important it is to give thanks for all the good things we have in this life. So, until the next time, I will see you, and we will take a tour of my home for Christmas.